Hey folks, well we're back to shooting rifle slugs out of the 410. This past 2 weeks we've shot the Winchester Super X's and the Browning. Both of them are 3-inch rifle slugs, but this week we'll be shooting Federals, and these are 2.5-inch. But they're still a 1/4-ounce rifle slug, and they're moving about 1,775 feet per second according to the box, which is right between the Winchester and the Browning. Personally, I would prefer a 3-inch rifle slug, but we're going to try these 2.5s and see what kind of performance we get out of them. All right, so here we have the shell breakdown for the Federal Powershok 2.5-inch 410 rifle slugs. Box says these are 1/4-ounce rifle slugs, and we weigh them. That's what we find, 1/4 ounce. This is a 40 caliber rifled slug. It has a lead hardness of 9, meaning that it is probably a 25-to-1 lead tin alloy. These things claim to be hollow points, but that's really just a divot. And with lead this soft, that hollow point wouldn't matter anyway. These things are going to squish when they hit something anyway. Pretty good rifling. Of course, they're hollow base, like all rifle slugs. They sit on top of this here plastic wad. We have a crush zone in it. It just sets on there. The powder was kind of up inside of it. You can see that it's made to where it seals the gases. Just kind of your standard 410 rifle slug wad. We have a small disc powder. We can weigh the charge. We don't know what it is, the powder is, so we just don't bother with that. Let's look at the shell here. And of course, it was roll crimped. You can see the roll I cut off. We see on here it says Federal rifle slug, 1/4 ounce, 2.5 inches. And we see the head stamp just says 410. The ink seems pretty good, at least right out the box. We can tell what this is, and even if it does wear off, we'll always know that it's a rifle slug because of the way it's roll crimped. Let's check out the box. 410 Federal Powershok. We have a little deer on the bottom there. It tells us this is what it's for. The two ends have our specifications on them. 1,775 feet per second, 1/4 ounce slug. Same thing on the other side. On the back we have legalese. On this side we have legalese. On this side we have some legalese. So there's our box right there. It's got a picture of an old-timey deer camp on it. Kind of hard to see, but through the camera, you can see it fine in person. But anyway, so there's our shell breakdown for the Federal Powershok rifle slugs out of the 410. Let's take these slugs down to the range and see what kind of group we get out of them. All right, so we've been testing these rifle slugs in this Browning pump shotgun, this 3-inch chambered 410 with a 26-inch barrel. And of course, we still have the same choke. It's a full choke in there. And we've been shooting them at 50 yards. So let's put these Federals in this Browning and see what kind of group we get. And them 3-inch shells, only 4 of them will fit in the shotgun at a time. These 2.5s, all 5 of them should fit. A 410 is a hard shotgun to load. It just ain't got a whole lot of space in there. One of the few shotguns that you actually, well, at least I actually have to turn around and look at to load. All right, let's stop talking, start shooting. Here we go with the first shot. And we're looking for groups, not bullseyes. We'll line the gun up with what we like later on. Here's number 2. Three. We're going to send the fourth one. And the last one. All right. Let's go down there and see what kind of group we got. So here we have the target that we shot with the Federal Powershoks. This is a 2.5 inch, quarter-ounce rifle slug shot from the 410, moving at 1,775 feet per second. Now, over the last 3 weeks, we have shot 3 different rifle slugs, and out of my particular shotgun, that Browning BPS, these Federals performed the worst. We have a 6-inch group here, and even if we say this is a flyer and discount it, we still have a 4-inch group, which means it performed worse than the Super X's and the Brennekes. It's not that I feel like these Federals are a bad rifle slug. I believe that if you experiment with chokes and experiment with different shotguns, that you would find one that these shoot well in. It's just that my particular shotgun that I want to fix to where I can shoot rifle slugs in it, it does not perform well in. So for my Browning BPS, I believe we'll be lining that gun up with the Brennekes. The Brennekes perform the best of these 3 particular rifle slugs that we've tried over the last 3 weeks. So maybe I could try these Federals in a different shotgun, but in my Browning BPS, I won't be using these. So until next time, y'all stay safe in the deer woods, and God bless.